You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. This past week, the Pioneers soccer team won a quarterfinal match in the NJAC tournament against Rutgers-Camden before unfortunately falling to Ramapo 2-1 in the semifinals. Let's take a look at some stats from the game. And fellas, heartbreaking loss for the Pioneers, lost 2-1. Outshot Ramapo 16-13, even on corner kicks at 3 apiece. 13-11 fouls and ultimately played a deciding factor in the game. Now we will throw it to Joel Roman as he breaks down exactly what happened in that game. Joel?
Thanks, Dante. The Pioneers held this game really close to only let Ramapo get a win in the final minutes. As we look at the highlights, the Willie P right there, all in black, ready to take on Ramapo. When it's picked up in midway in the first, already down 1-0, and a beautiful sliding tackle save right here by Ryan Bartel. The defense has picked up since that early goal, and the offense had 16 shots. 6 of them were on target. Again, the defense comes up big with another nice tackle, and they push up the field. Willie P did have their chances here as Kyle Adams hits one right off the goalkeeper. And he had another one as Jomo Quay crosses the ball inside the box, heads it past the goalkeeper, but off the crossbar. Unfortunate break for the Pioneers as they're still down 1-0 at half. But as we pick it up now in the second half, Ramapo threatening, but there goes Kyle Quigley with a nice sliding save right there to prevent any more damage. So the big break came in for the Pioneers in the 72nd minute as Chris Fuentes with the one-time rainbow shot in the back of the net. There goes the break for the Pioneers. They tied the game 1-0. For me, Christopher Fuentes has been the man of the match for me for the Pioneers. He's been red hot, scoring 5 goals in his last 7 matches, and he's only a sophomore. Now, Cameron Allen here smelling blood in the water, slicing through the defense, but his shot just goes wide right. Unfortunate break for the Pioneers. But here comes the Pioneer defense and a big stop right here by Charlie Lizardo right here to prevent any more damage. Unfortunately for the Pioneers, a costly penalty in the 89th minute put Ramapo up 2-1. Back to you, Dante.
Thank you, Joel. Now, fellas, tough way to end the season. Vincenzo, we'll start with you. Bring to the light, who was the MVP for you for the Pioneers?
Yeah, the MVP, no doubt about it, is Zach Perez. I mean, the guy has been the senior captain. He was an all-NJAC first-team player. He started 17 games, 2 assists, 2 points, 1 yellow card in the season. But he's just a leader who leads by example, and you can't look for anything more than that. And I look forward to seeing what he can do in the postseason.
Alec?
Look, for me, it's got to be the scoring threat, the set-piece specialist, Cameron Allen. Take a look at some of the stats from this year. He's a junior midfielder, 2-time NJAC full first-team player, won it last year and this year. He's got 7 goals, 5 assists, 19 points in 20 games, which is impressive when you're starting only 19 of those games. Every game he starts, that's a point. That's a bonus for you if you're starting any player like that. And player he reminds me of a lot in the professional realm is Davi Villa. He might not be the greatest creator of opportunities. He's not someone who's going to dribble through 6 defenders to get to that open shot on net. But man, if you put him on that penalty spot or from a set piece, he's lethal. And I don't think there's anyone on that team that is more qualified to take a penalty shot than Cameron Allen.
Daniel, you have a little bit more about Cameron Allen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go with the boy Cameron Allen, too, obviously. He led the team with goals accounted for with 13 with 7 goals and 6 assists, and as Alec mentioned, made first-team All-NJAC. Although the majority of his goals come from the penalty spot, his ability to create for others cannot be denied, helping players such as Brandon Hartley greatly improve this season.
That's great. Mateo, you with Cameron Allen?
I like Cameron Allen and everything, but it has to be number 10, Keishan Brian Sharp. Like, I would see the stats. He's an amazing player for this team, not only Cameron Allen, like, who brings everything to the game. Like, he scores the goals, right? But Keishan Bryant, he started 14 out of 18 games, and he had 4 goals, 4 assists, 48 shots, and 26 of them went on goal, which is almost 50%. He's not a bad stat for a midfielder, almost a forward. He's from the wing, so he has to be the player of the season for me.
All right, as you see, Keishan Brian Sharp, 4 goals, 4 assists, 12 points.
Exactly, we see right here, he got 12 points, 26 shots on goal, as I mentioned, which is an amazing player. Like, and he's going to keep
player.
Exactly, and he's just going to keep improving as the year goes on.
Absolutely. Now, let's bring it back. Let's look at the season as a whole, and let's take a look at a comparison of the Pioneers from 2017 to 2018. Greatly improved this team, I feel like, going from 2017 to 2018. If we take a look at a little comparison here, they started out 11-6-4 last season, improved in wins, conference record improved slightly there. Obviously, win percentage we see. Same finish in the NJAC. We have 7 seniors this year that we lose to graduation. Mateo, we'll keep it with you. Who is your most improved player on this Pioneers team?
For me, it has to be Joe McQuaid, especially because I was looking at the stats from last year. He went from starting for 3 games to starting 16 out of 20 games. So basically, he was a key player for the coach. As he looked at his players, he was like, oh, I have to start this guy like basically almost every game. As we see the stats, look, he has 16 started games, he has 5 goals, 1 assist. And he's just an amazing player to watch. Last year, he had 16 shots in total, but 0 on goal. This year, he had 12 out of 28 shots in total. So he's going to be here next year. All he's going to do is just keep improving and making the team a lot better.
Vincenzo?
I'm going to have to go with Brandon Hart. I mean, last year in 2017, this guy was a squad rotation player playing in the right back role while simultaneously kicking for the football team. I mean, this is the journey of Brandon Hart. This year, he comes in, he embraces that forward role, and he wreaks havoc up top. Look at the stats here. 5 games started, 6 goals, 1 assist, 13 points. In the beginning of October, he scored 4 goals in 4 consecutive games, 1 goal a game, and a huge goal against Kane, which got us 3 points, and a great goal against Rutgers Camden as well. Someone who's tremendously improved from last season and has embraced that forward role.
4 goals in 4 games. You can't argue with that.
Argue with that stat.
Alec, how about you?
Well, I'm going to kind of go somewhere along the same lines as what Vincenzo said, 4 goals in 4 games. I'm going 5 goals in 7 games. I'm going with someone that Joel talked about beforehand, Christopher Fuentes. He's a sophomore. He did score the game-tying goal in that beautiful chip shot against Ramapo. I mean, I can't even say that. Beautiful pass to Cameron Allen, but that shot, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get that shot going over the goalie's head. Like I said, 5 goals in the last 7 games. The thing that excites me the most about Fuentes going forward is his ability and his not the charisma, but the chemistry he has with the forwards in the team. Him and Cameron Allen, him and Keyshawn Bryant-Sharp work so well together. And for a sophomore to be working so well with his upperclassmen who are going to be scoring in front of him, it's amazing. And I expect to see more goals and more assists coming out of Fuentes as we move towards the end of the season and into next season.
Great. Daniel, how about you?
I'm going to go with Jordan Sailing. He made second team NJAC this year. He has made great strides with a larger role this season, being a consistent force in the midfield. Take a look at his stats. He had 4 goals, 2 assists, and 10 points this past season. He also has capitalized on opportunities when players like Keyshawn Bryant-Sharp, Cameron Allen are taking the attention of defenders, and he's made the most opportunities, and he's going to be a leader next year.
It's great to hear Pioneers have a great foundation under them heading into next season. Well, good luck to all our Pioneers in the coming week. After the break, we'll hit the hardwood with the NBA.